Hey everyone, it's Floda here, and I am filming for the month of February, which is very exciting. It's a good month for me. I love the month of February, not because of Valentine's Day type of stuff so much, but because it is my fiance's birthday, it is the Super Bowl, and you're really starting to ramp up into 2019. You, in theory, know that it's 2019 and you don't keep writing 2018 all over things. Like, that's when you start kind of getting it right. So I am really excited about this theme for February because, along with the idea of it's my fiance's birthday, he's a doctor, it's the month of love and all that kind of stuff, and I am getting married this year, I decided that an appropriate theme would be a heartbeat theme. So that's what I'm going to do for this month. But before I hop into that, I just am showing some recreations right over here from the last couple months. I'm sorry that I have not been on top of this, but I really, really appreciate all of you sending me your recreations and tagging me and all that kind of stuff. It just makes me really excited when I see some thought process that I have make it onto someone else's spread. So thank you all for tagging me in it. And I have to say that they are so lovely, especially all of the Christmas trees that I saw from some recreations for Harry Potter. So thank you again for tagging me and all that stuff. So I'm going to hop on in here, put on some music, and I will see you on the other side. so that is it for February. So one of the things I want to tell you before I get started, because I forgot to include this day. So basically, one of the big things that I have been working on lately, in which I haven't really been incredibly active on Instagram, even though I have been out of work, is because I'm working on this massive release. So basically all of the themes that I did in 2018, I am putting in an annual sticker pack. So those are going to be available on February 2nd. I'm doing a limited release of 20 on the 2nd, and then later on in the month, I think it's going to be the 23rd. I'm not sure yet. If the first release does well, I'm going to release 20 more of those sticker packs. And if you don't want to buy an entire annual kit, it saves you money because there's a bunch of like add-ons and things like that that you can also get with that kit. But if you just want one particular theme, for example, I've heard a lot of people that have messaged me about the My Favorite Murder theme. So if you want the My Favorite Murder theme, you can order that a la carte, and that will be its own listing. It will have additional add-ons that are associated with it and things like that. So that release is going to be on February 2nd. And if you haven't been following me on Instagram, go ahead and look at my stories at Aaron Floated Designs, because I am highlighting every single day something about the new release, whether it's more information, sneak peeks, all that kind of stuff. So go check me out on Instagram at Aaron Floated Designs if you want to check that out. So I've kept it really, really simple, except for a couple spreads for this theme. I wanted this month not only to be about heartbeats and love and my fiance and things like that, but I wanted to use it as a self-care type of month. So I have this quote, "Love myself, love you," because loving myself comes first before I can love anyone else. And I need to remember to give myself a lot of self-love because things have been very stressful lately. So I need to make sure that I'm putting myself and my health in front of kind of everything. So that is that. And then all of these heartbeat things, I asked my fiance if that was the correct heartbeat for a normal heartbeat. He said yes, although I keep making it too wide, and then you're in serious trouble if it's like too wide. But I think he'll give me a pass. So to all my nurses, doctors, medical professionals out there that are like, you're gonna die if you see that, then I'm sorry in advance. So I used my Tombow 847 to highlight those specific special days. The 2nd is the release. The 3rd is Super Bowl Sunday and my fiance's birthday. The 14th obviously is Valentine's Day, and then the 18th is a federal holiday. If we are back to work by then, fingers crossed, then we will have that day off. So kept it pretty simple for the first spread. One line a day is my normal one line a day. So basically what I do is I use it as kind of a mixture of a summary, gratitude log, something special that happened during that day, something like that, and I jot it down for my one line a day. The cleaning tracker I forgot to print out, so I printed it off and then included it here. And people have been asking me a little bit more about this tracker a lot more lately. So basically, this is version 3 in my shop. There's a couple other versions if you want to go check it out. Again, the shop is on Etsy, Aaron Floated Designs. So go check that out. And basically what you can do is you can track things on different timelines. So for example, a daily cleaning task that I have is the dishes. And so I have Monday through Sunday in here, but Monday through Thursday is not in the month of February. It's in the month of January. So I block those off with my gray N95. And then if I do dishes on Friday, I would mark it with the red. You can also do designs, things like that. And then if you fast forward, this would be week 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And there is no Friday through Sunday in the last week of February, ends on the 28th. And then similarly for the bi-weekly, the goal is to do it on Tuesday and Friday. I'm not necessarily like very strict on it. If I do it on a Monday instead of a Tuesday, I'll still count it for that week, as long as I get it done twice a week. So up and down is week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, and week 5. There is no Tuesday for the first week, and there is no Friday for the last week. So you can kind of see how that works. So just to give you an example, my mood tracker, I'm doing the exact same as I have been doing a lot, which is this lettering component where I just kind of letter my feelings. If I have multiple feelings during a day, I will letter whatever those feelings are, or I'll letter the overwhelming feeling that I had during that day. It really just kind of depends how I feel that day and what I really want to put across in my mood tracker. So I left a ton of space for that. I'll probably bring in one of these washi tapes here at the bottom. I'm just not quite sure which one yet. These are all from Simply Gilded, and I really wanted that gold accent for this month. So these aren't open, so I wasn't going to go ahead, well, these two are, but I wasn't going to go ahead and open them right now because I'm not sure which one I want across the bottom. I think I want the striped one. My order tracker is going to be a little bit different. I added this little pop of color for the expense tracker. And then this design, this line drawing of an anatomical heart I found on Google Images. So I will link that if I can find it again. I accidentally exited out of the tab. Usually I keep it open so I can remember. But because I'm having that big release, I wanted to make sure I had plenty of room here, simply because of that release. I may need more room later if the first kind of pre-sale situation, the first release goes well, and if I decide to do a second release, I'll probably need another order tracker in here to track those. And then I have my expense tracker. I decided to split it up into 3 sections and keep it very minimalist as an expense tracker. I have a category, which I haven't decided if I'm going to color code the category or if I'm going to write, for example, B for business, P for personal, things like that, W for wedding. It's either going to be color coded or it's going to be the first letter of that. I'm just not quite sure which I want to do yet. The date of that expense, the cost of it, and then the description. I don't know if it's going to be enough room, but considering I was furloughed this last month, I really need to keep an eye on things. So I thought adding an expense tracker would be very helpful. And my goal is not to do it daily, but maybe to go back every week. And so include that in my weeklies to go fill out my expense tracker. The master list, you guys have seen this before. It's just where I put my master list of tasks. This worked out really, really well for the month of January, so I'm just going to do a big old brain dump page as a master list, move over some things that didn't happen for this month, and then add in some things. Again, hopefully I'll be back to work because I didn't even have any work tasks on here. I had business, wedding, and personal tasks. So I need to do that. And then video plan, again, very similar to this. I'll have the Friday video plans here where I can just kind of jot down some notes and things like that. And then I repeated that anatomical heart, but with the red. So that's it. That is it. I tried to keep this a little bit more simple so that if you guys want to recreate, go ahead and tag me at Erin Floated Designs and I will showcase your recreations in one of these YouTube videos. Sorry again that I have not been on top of that so much. Things have been a little nuts, as you can imagine, preparing for a wedding, being furloughed, all that sort of situations. I've had a lot on my mind. So thank you guys for being patient with me. I hope you guys like this video. If you do, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, all that kind of jazz, and I will see you later. Bye, everyone.